I just finished watching night one of SummerSlam. Actually, not that too long ago because I am now just figuring out to try to record this video. Um, I'm hoping the lighting is okay on this video because all I have now really is just my lamp that's on because I just finished and this is what my room looks like around this time. So wanted to go ahead and record this video. Hopefully, try to get this video out before SummerSlam Night 2 happens. But what a night! What a night indeed. Let me scoot forward closer to my mic. It is really brighter, especially without my actual room light on. Good gracious almighty. Can actually see a lot of... Okay, enough. What am I doing? Okay, so tonight's video, whatever, I don't really know. Sort of tired a little bit as well. I'm sorry if you hear that as well. Someone is driving around with a bass in their car. I don't... Sorry that this has been a weird opening to this video. I'm still trying to recoup of what happened a little bit as well, but in today's video, I'm going to be kind of going over and reviewing everything that happened on SummerSlam Night 1, the historic two-night SummerSlam, first day, today on Saturday. Before we get into the video, ladies and gentlemen, I do also actually want to say I do now have an X account, or not really have an X account, but I'm going to be starting posting some stuff on X/Twitter, so you guys want to go follow me on there, definitely go do that. Link to that is going to be down in the description below. I do still have a YouTube, Instagram as well. If you guys are not following that, definitely go check that out as well. I'm going to be trying to do some stuff on there as well, and try to do some more stuff on X as well. I've already done a lot of other stuff as well on X, posting a lot with SummerSlam happening. It's just been crazy. It's been a crazy day. But with that out of the way, and before we get into the video, one more thing before we get into the video. If you guys haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and finally get into a review of SummerSlam Night 1. So first we're going to go ahead and start off with the match that opened up the night, the match that definitely a lot of people thought, and I definitely said as well, was going to start off the night. I did post on X that I thought Sami and Cross was going to start, but that didn't. It was just a weird thing because it wasn't confirmed yet of what the starting match was. But the starting match was, of course, Roman and Jay versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker in a tag team match, which the tag team match was a really great tag team match. Probably one of the best openers and probably the best match to open up the show. It was amazing. It was chaotic. There was a lot of chaotic moments. And of course, the right team came out with the win. Jay and Roman came out with the win, with Jay actually getting the pin and the win. Also, along with Roman Reigns sacrificing himself to get speared by Bronson Reed, pushing Jay out of the way. That was a really good, cool spot and cool moment. Of course, as always, both entrances by Roman and Jay were amazing. All in all, again, a really great match, a really great opener match. Some people saying probably could be up for match of the year. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see why. But yeah, really solid, great opening match. Definitely was deserved to be the opening match. Next is the Women's Tag Team Championship match with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's Tag Team titles. And this was actually a pretty solid match. In my opinion, definitely, and I think a lot of other fans say, definitely one of the best women's tag team title matches probably in the history of WWE, but probably in recent memory, and finally getting some sort of momentum and notoriety to the women's tag team titles. Of course, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte would come out as the champions and as the winners, which were definitely everybody's choices to win, and was definitely, in my opinion, and hopefully everybody else's opinion, the right choice. Again, really nothing against Roxanne and Raquel. They were really great in that match. The match was really good. Both really had some really great moments in the match. And then really, of course, the crowd was also behind Charlotte and Alexa winning. Crowd was up and down a little bit with the matches, I do want to say. But all in all, again, it was a solid, really good match. And of course, the right winners, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, your new women's tag team champions. Next is the one-on-one match between Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn, and really this was sort of one of my most anticipated matches, really, because I was wanting to see how the match would go, but also really wanted to see who I wanted to win. If you've seen my prediction video, I was kind of, I don't know, I was kind of juggling with the winner on this one. Like, I wanted Sami Zayn to win because I feel like that was the choice that they were going to do, but if they were going to have Karrion Kross win, because I was wanting to see where they go with Karrion Kross. But the match didn't really live up to the expectations that I kind of had for it, really. And really, when Sami Zayn pinned Karrion Kross after hitting the Helluva Kick, it was like mostly just watching the same kind of match that I saw at Night of Champions. And I don't know, it just didn't. Really, that match, in my opinion, even though I haven't talked about the other matches, that this match was technically the weakest match of night one. And if my honest opinion with the matches that we have Sunday, this was probably the weakest match between both nights, really, actually. And we haven't even gotten to Sunday yet, so there is that as well. So I definitely think this was definitely a weak match, but I mean, we'll get to see. We'll get to see what they do with Sammy for the rest of the year, and get to see what they do with Cross for the rest of the year. So hopefully this wasn't the only sort of big push that they gave Cross, but we'll have to see. So yeah, we'll just see. All right. So the next match, going back to championship action for this one, the women's championship match. Shockingly enough, it was not in the co-main event, but it was kind of also the first kind of shocker, really, of this show. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's championship. Really good match. It was a good match. Definitely, in my opinion, was a little bit much better than Tiffany's match against Charlotte at WrestleMania. But towards the end, they had some really good spots and really good moments, kind of towards the end of the match. But really, in my honest opinion, I was not expecting Tiffany Stratton to win and retain. I full on thought Jade Cargill was going to win and become the new women's champion. That was my prediction in my prediction video, if you've seen it. But really now I'm like, okay, I think they're really wanting to give some sort of a big... I am so sorry about that. I am, of course, recording these videos on my phone, and I was trying to get rid of a notification, and I accidentally pressed on it, and apparently when you press on a notification while you're recording, it stops the recording. So sorry for the cut or whatever. So I was in the middle of saying, like, Tiffany Stratton, like, getting a push of some sort with her retaining this title against Jade Cargill. So I guess we'll just have to see, and also have to see what's next for Jade Cargill then. Does this spark a rivalry between the two, or does this be like, I don't know, hopefully it sparks a rivalry, because then it's like, okay, maybe now we get to see more of both Jade and Tiffany now, you know, of them having a rivalry, and more than just like, oh, Jade's the queen of the ring and she's just challenging. Like, no, maybe there's something else that they can try to do. I don't know. Again, we'll just have to see. But still, your women's champion is Tiffany Stratton. The next match, kind of also the other shocker, really, in my opinion, but the match that ended up becoming the co-main event, the tag team match with Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. And my goodness, this was a really good and really fun tag team match. And Jelly Roll was really good in the ring, really good at selling. Of course, that amazing spot with Logan Paul jumping off the top rope and sending him through the announce table was really good as well. And shockingly enough, I mean, with the chaotic ending that also happened, it really shocked me when I saw Logan Paul pin Jelly Roll and win the match. I was just like, wow, I did not expect that. I did not expect Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre to win. I was truly expecting them to do Randy Orton and Jelly Roll to win. But I guess we'll just have to see. Will we see most kind of this also leaves questions like, are we going to see more of Jelly Roll, or are we gonna see something, or like, or are we not? Are we just gonna see something more of like Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton and Logan Paul or something? I don't know. We'll have to see, but Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre are winners in this tag match. And again, a really fun, really good tag team match. And Jelly Roll, really good in the ring. I mean, lost, like I said in my prediction video, he lost a lot of weight. He made his goal 299 pounds. Under 300 pounds was his goal before going into the ring. So congratulations to him, and congratulations on a really great performance in the ring as well. It was definitely really fun and was definitely worth watching. Definitely a good spot for the co-main event. So yeah, definitely a really good match. Now it's time for the main event. CM Punk versus Gunther. And my goodness, let's first talk about the match. The match itself was perfect. This match definitely deserves to be up there for possibly match of the year. It mostly just showed that CM Punk can still get it done, especially with the age that he's at. And for a first time ever match for CM Punk and Gunther, it was definitely worth an amazing and probably the best first time ever match I've watched ever. And it was back and forth. You saw the welts form from each man doing chops to one another. And then, of course, most of the time it was just almost like a typical Gunther match. He was in control most of the time, slapping CM Punk around, almost throwing him around. And then outside the ring, he goes on the gloat. He's gloating on top of the commentary table. And then CM Punk, out of nowhere, grabs the leg, trips him, falls face first. And probably in typical wrestling fashion, because, of course, people are probably going to say it online. Or maybe it actually was his nose. I don't know, because we knew he had, like, nose problems. He comes out with just blood on his face. And it was either a cut on his head, or maybe it was actually from his nose being broken, and he was bleeding from his nose. And he goes back in the ring, and CM Punk took control in the ring, big spots, and then towards the end, GTS, and probably one of the best, like, selling-looking GTS, like, of someone selling the GTS that I've seen. And then he goes for a second one. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk is your new World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, you can see I'm wearing the CM Punk shirt. I wore the CM Punk shirt in my prediction videos, so I just wore it. I put it on again to watch SummerSlamm, so I just had to. And finally won the World Championship. Next thing you know, you hear Seth Rollins' theme music hit. And you see him walk out with crutches, because remember, he had a knee injury a couple weeks ago at Saturday Night's Main Event against LA Knight. But there was also, like, people like, oh my goodness, it's actually real. But there was also the people who were like, this has to be a work of some sort, but for what? Knowing that CM Punk was in this World Championship match, a lot of people were saying he could have cashed in, or he could cash in. I knew something was happening because he turned around and he was walking back towards backstage. Paul Heyman is still on the stage, and Paul Heyman has the briefcase, and he holds the briefcase like this, like he's extending it out to Seth Rollins. And I think he didn't know Seth Rollins was walking back, because he turned around and was like, oh, okay, he's just walking back and doing that. And then next thing you know, throws down the crutches, turns around, takes off the knee brace, and shows that he has been playing us the whole time. That he did not have a knee injury. This whole time, for these past couple weeks, he has not had a knee injury. He runs down the field. He grabs Jessica Carr, who's one of the referees. And they go in, and CM Punk's ready. And they just brawl. And then after multiple shots by Seth Rollins with the briefcase to Punk, gives the briefcase to Jessica Carr, the referee, says cash in, hits the stomp, 1, 2, 3. And Michael Cole would go on to call it the same man who 10 years ago in 2015 at WrestleMania 31 pulled off what Michael Cole would go on to call the heist of the century. He would call this the ruse of the century. Playing everybody, of making everybody think that he had an injury, only for him to cause the celebration of CM Punk winning the world title and taking the world title away from him. CM Punk would hold the title for 5 minutes until Seth Rollins would get the title back. It shocked me. And really right now at this point, I mean, I am shocked. I'm not really sad about the decision of them giving the title to Seth Rollins, but a little bit of me is, because I really wanted to see CM Punk as world champion, because I've mentioned this before, I've only been watching wrestling since 2017. So I of course was alive, but I was not watching wrestling during the summer of Punk, during his previous world title reign. So to see CM Punk win a WWE world title and him potentially have a reign as world champion was great. But then of course we're not going to see that, especially right now, because now Seth Rollins is world champion again. And nothing against Seth Rollins, he's one of my favorites. He's probably one of the best wrestlers right now in WWE. And whether you like him or not, he is the world champion now. And so yeah, don't want to make this video too much longer. We'll just see how the rest of the year goes and see how the rest of his reign goes, especially going to WrestleMania next year. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, might be a long review video, but I kind of knew it was going to be kind of long because of that ending portion of talking about the main event. But if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a comment down below what y'all thoughts are on this night 1 of SummerSlam, night 1, historic SummerSlam, and also if you guys are ready for tomorrow as well, or today, because I don't know when I'm actually going to get this video posted out. But yeah, excited for night 2. Can't wait for that. Let me know what y'all think about night 1. So yeah. Again, also, I have my X account. Link is down in the description below. So definitely go follow that. So yeah, definitely go follow that. I'm going to start trying to post some stuff on there. Not only just wrestling stuff, but also, y'all know, with my football as well, with LSU and Saints. Going to try to do some stuff on there as well. So yeah, so definitely go follow that. Link will be in the description below. And with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And again, if you guys haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.